but if you were to put 300 people in a room and we were on stage and they just listened to us talk, it's kind of nerve-wracking.
That's a lot of nuts. It's true. It's a lot of nuts. 300 nuts? Trying to hold 300 nuts in your hands. You can't. It's too many.
How do you know?
I tried it.
Whoa, yo.
Yeah, I've done it, bro.
And we are recording on the Zoom. Everything's getting picked up real nice, real nice, real nice. Dude, I am craving a burger like mad right now. Like, it's so, like, I think this is the biggest craving I've ever gotten so far. Like, I don't know why.
It's probably because Jasper is eating a fat burger right over there.
Dude, that burger just looks so good. Like, I'm so hungry. I've been finding myself like eating less lately, and like it's a good thing, but also kind of a bad thing at the same time, because like it's bringing me to a point to where it's like I'm not eating as much, and I know I need some calories in, but I don't know.
Well, are you trying to lose weight?
I am trying to lose weight, but I just love food so much. But then I really don't mind because I've been drinking a lot more water than eating.
Okay.
You know, so I feel like drinking water is such a big thing, especially it's a big for you.
Yeah, I mean, I sweat a lot, so I gotta stay hydrated. Gotta drink my water. But if you're not eating as much and you're trying to lose weight, that's good, because that means that you're at a caloric deficit.
That is true.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I don't even know what my basic like ideal calorie intake is till this day.
How much do you weigh?
I weigh like 178.
178. How tall are you?
I'm 5'5" and a half.
I want to say maybe you're around 23 to 2400 calories.
That's not a lot.
Yeah. So if you were to bring it down to like 2000 or even like to the teens, like 19 or 18, then you'll definitely be losing weight.
Yeah, but I feel like it's even lower than that. Well, I know. No, because I feel like some of the things that I eat are like around like 200 calories. Just depending on what I eat. It just has to be healthy.
Well, you know, I think it also depends on the amount of exercise you do. Like if you exercise moderately.
Yeah.
And if you exercise moderately, then I want to say that if you want to be at a deficit, I would probably eat around like 2,000 calories a day.
True.
Anything less than that.
Yeah.
But
yeah, dude, like we're recording.
Yeah.
This is the beginning of the episode.
It's pretty chill opening.
Yeah, I like it. No, definitely I like it.
Yeah.
This is nice. Well, welcome to the episode, guys. Welcome to the Why Not podcast. It is your boy Carl.
And it's your boy James.
And welcome back with another episode, because why not?
Why not?
And dude, I don't know why, I just feel really chill today. Like, I just realized that I feel like this is the chillest that I've been for a while, and I love it.
Do you think it's because we shot a couple episodes before this and just like energy levels just a little low?
Yeah, I feel like no, I feel like it's definitely just, I definitely get my energy from people.
Okay,
that's for sure.
I get that.
Right. And like, you know, I feel like when I'm in such a more calmer and peaceful environment with peaceful people, like, because, you know, like there's nobody else around but you and Jasper right now. And this is like, I don't know, if I were to be around this for the rest of my life, I'd be fine.
Oh yeah.
And I just love being in such a peaceful environment, especially when you're working in such like a hectic environment all the time, 24/7. It's just, it feels nice. Oh, for sure.
I'm glad that you feel relaxed in your home.
Yeah.
And hopefully,
as they should be. But yeah, we're going to be talking about a couple of things today. So funny story, the reason I wanted to bring this up to you is because Jasper and I are currently doing counseling right now, because I feel like it's very important and very healthy for couples that are engaged that should go to marital counseling. Make sure you really know what you're getting yourself into, and really know premarital counseling is what it's called. Definitely something that's extremely important with the basis of your relationship, especially if you are if you believe in your religion, if you believe it's really good to have that strong connection with God for your relationship. So that is what we are currently doing right now, and it's going good so far, learning a lot of things. And one of the things that I wanted to bring up is to you is that our premarital counselor, shout out to Pastor Dana. She is such a great pastor at the church that Jasper and I go to. She really gives a lot of good words, a lot of good sermons, she really makes you like, it tickles your brain, man, you know. And I just feel like that's like the Holy Spirit just like trying to connect with what she's trying to say, and you're really trying to like hone down on what's important. She gave us a thing to do called the DISC test. And the DISC test is basically like any other personality test, but this one really, I think it's a really good thing for couples because it shows where the differences are, but also it shows your guys' strengths and stuff, right? So, what is it? I found out that I am an IS, which is, what is it? Dang, I forgot what the I meant. Huh? Yeah, hold on. Let me look this up. Let me look it up. Where's my phone? I found that it was an IS, and, what is it? So it says here, DISC test meaning. Let's leave it at that.
And while Carl is looking that up for anyone who wants to try to take the assessment, I would definitely recommend it, especially if you just want to share with your friends or your significant other. I think that it's just a nice way to get to know each other at a deeper level, and maybe it can even help with your relationship. So definitely check it out.
Okay, so here you go. The DISC test is a self-assessment test that measures how an individual prefers to interact with others. Okay, so it's not just something that just deals with your personality of like how you are. It shows how you are and how you interact. So it creates a common knowledge and a self-awareness to better understand ourselves and others. And usually only takes 10 minutes to take. So this is the acronyms, right? So it literally means DISC, right? So the abbreviations for it is the D stands for dominance, I stands for influence, S is for steadiness, and C is for correctness. All right. So right here it says, it doesn't really break down what that means. But if I were to just give a thing here, the different styles of DISC, right, is here. D is for dominance. I already said all that. I'm trying to read it right here, but it's just a whole lot of stuff. Okay, influence. Okay. Those with an influence style tend to be outgoing and passionate and try to persuade others of their point of view. They value freedom of expression but are afraid of rejection and disapproval. Influence personality types will benefit organizations looking to energize their existing teams, increase communication, and build a positive workplace in culture. So usually those who are working in influence are like creative directors, they're realtors, they're public relations managers, anything that's to do with like communication, also community, right? So since I am the IS style, the IS personality style is friendly, warm, and empathetic. The IS type's main priority is keeping the peace in the workplace and their professional relationships. Also, although they don't crave the spotlight, they value interpersonal communication and team building through kindness and support. They tend to seek collaboration but are afraid to pressure others, so they avoid confrontation at all costs, which is what I feel like I do, because confrontation is just not a thing for me. I always go into like this panic mode when I go into confrontation, because I don't know, I feel like even though it is a normal thing for us as humans to confront each other about certain topics, especially since everyone has all these different opinions, it's like I'm always just scared to like know, or like I'm scared at the reaction that the other person will give, and I always want everyone to be on the same page. So it's like if two people are not on the same page, I kind of like freak out about it, and especially if it doesn't coincide with what I believe in. So that makes sense for me. What is it?
Interesting.
And, yeah. So IS styles are usually good with they're usually good guidance counselors, graphic designers, and social workers. Okay. And then steadiness, primarily peacemakers. They value cooperation, mutual support, and stable work environments to maintain performance. Since they prioritize the group, they tend to downplay their own needs, which can lead to communication breakdowns or a lack of confidence in their abilities. So true. But basically, yeah, that's what mine are. So you said, what were yours?
So here's the thing with me, okay? When you told me to take the assessment, I did.
Yeah.
And the first time that I took it, I had DISC, so I had all the letters. Now, when I saw that, I only read a little bit, and the little bit that I read said something about me being both extroverted and introverted, and I didn't really get past that because I was like, hey, let me read my results during the podcast. That'll make it a lot more interesting.
Yeah.
But it turns out that if you leave the result page open in your Safari tab, then over time it'll just disappear and it won't save your results. I thought that it would email me. It didn't email me my results, and so that caused me to retake the assessment. When I retook the assessment, I had different results, and so I was like, okay, well, that sucks. Well, I want to see what I had the first time, because that was my most, I think that was my original result. Like, that's when I spent the most time. And so I tried to take it again just to see if I could get the same result. And then I got a third result. So if you want to ask me, I say that I originally had all of them, and then I had 2 different results.
Yeah.
So I feel like I can't really tell you what my results actually are.
Let's just say, because I think it's really crazy how you got all 4 in like the first test. So why don't we stick with the most recent one you just did, right? Because it's still fresh in your mind. So like, what did you get for the most recent one that you just took?
I'd have to, let me look at it. I didn't even read this one fully, so we'll see if you guys actually care. But my most recent one is IC. And
IC.
Yeah, so pretty much it says that you have a blend of both inspiring and cautious traits. Okay. Your inspiring traits are probably a little stronger than your cautious traits.
Okay.
Some words that
I can see that. I can see that most definitely.
Some words that describe you are friendly, fun, focused, and methodical. Interesting. You are more outgoing than reserved. You probably like to interact with people while creating quality and excellence. You have the ability to be both assertive and friendly when you interact with others. So I will say that this, I don't know if I do agree. Am I more outgoing than reserved? Wouldn't necessarily say that that's the case. I think that I might be a little bit more reserved than I am outgoing, but overall, I think that it really just depends on the situation and how I'm feeling.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, though, like when you got your results, I definitely feel like you are a little like outgoing. I just feel like you just see yourself more as reserved, because this is how since the test is mainly about how you interact with people, I feel like people will see you as more outgoing than you are reserved, because you're reserved to yourself. Like, you see yourself as reserved.
Okay. You
know what I'm trying to say? So within the lines of like being an IC, so that means that you're a very influential person, that you love to inspire others, that you're a people. I have the breakdown right there, and it shows that it makes sense, because it shows that you're a little bit of you're an introvert and an extrovert whenever you like, you can choose to be. And since you're an I, you're a big people person, but you're also task oriented when you need to be. Right. So whenever what is it? Why was it? Oh no, I had it switched around. S is supposed to be in the bottom underneath the I, and then C is supposed to be where the D is at. Yeah. So I am more of a people person than I am more task oriented. So that means that I get my energy from being around and surrounded by people, and that my social battery is always like constantly on. But also being an I am more of an optimist than I am a realist. So, babe, can I share our answers? Like how we work. Okay, cool. So it just makes more sense, right? Okay, so the reason why we took this is because we need to know each other's personalities and how we react to each other. Okay, yeah, for sure. Okay,
yeah.
So
you should probably be here to fact check them.
Yeah, so I got IS, right? Jasper got SC, right? So whatever the first letter is your main primary thing that you get. So the reason why the whole idea of opposites attract is what the main message was for me. Like, given her and I are completely different in how we go about things. So since I am more of an I person, I love being out. I love seeing the positive side of things. I love just being in the moment and just going with, not necessarily going with the flow, but I don't like to stress about anything. I don't think about what else is happening within, but except the moment, right? Of what's happening at that current thing. But if you are more of a CS or an SC person, which is what Jasper got as her answer or her results, she is a person who is mainly what is it? She's also a people person, but then also she knows when to stick to a task and what needs to be done. Right. And the reason why is because from how we learn from each other is that, like Jasper said it before, if she wasn't with me, you'd never see her out of the house.
Okay, why don't you explain? D's and I's are extroverts. C's and S's are introverts. D's and C's are task-oriented people, and I's and S's are people-oriented.
Do you want to sit here?
I don't think she wants to be on the podcast. But I will say this. Overall, I think that everyone should take it. Just so that you could just learn a little bit more. And if you guys do, I think that you guys should share your results with us. You know, I'm really curious to see what you guys have, or put it on your story, tag us, because I'm just really curious, because I know that I think it'll just be really interesting to learn more about our friends and their personality types. But yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, I'm not really sure if you guys would really give two shit about ours because, like, you know, whatever. But I still think that it is something that you should, you know, take a look at. It's a free test. Maybe I can even put a link in our description, just so that you guys can take the same one that we took. It's free. Just make sure that you save it and screenshot it, because they will not send you the results. They will not email it to you. But yeah.
The reason why I wanted to share it is because because I love using this platform to also like share different stories. And given, right, y'all probably don't give a shit about our answers, right? But then again, why not? I'm putting it out there just cause. But for the reason why it being is because it really teaches you how to be more like connected with your partner and to what their needs are, rather than thinking about yourself. So the reason why I want to share it is because it could also help you in your relationship, right? So the things that I lack is to prioritize, to know when to get something done, to know when to get something finished, and Jasper fills that gap for me. A thing that I help Jasper with is to just chill out, be calm, because there are things are going to go your way if you just were to calm down, and we can ease the situation. And it also helps connect with people, because I feel like with what I believe in, I think we're definitely a world that loves to live off of, we need connection, we need other people in our lives.
That's facts.
And so the thing is, it's just I can't imagine living this life alone. And I can't imagine us just going through things by ourselves, because we've said it before, that's the whole reason why God blessed us with so many people in this world, to connect, to learn new ideas, to listen to other opinions and be open-minded, and just to be able to connect. So just that, how feeling like finding Jasper and I's answers together, now I can know, like, okay, maybe I love being around people, but what my partner needs right now is what I'm going to prioritize, and what she needs is to be in a peaceful setting. So if she just needs to be heard, if she just needs to be listened, I need to be able to take that time away to just be with her and to talk with her, and to just be like, yes, I am here, it is just us, we can have that peaceful time. On the other hand, she also needs to cater to what I need. So like, maybe if she knows that I need energy, right, and I need to be like up, and what gets me up is people, maybe she's not really feeling it that day, but then she wants to show that she loves me, and so she'll put it in a way to where it's like, okay, maybe we'll have our time together, but this is what he really needs right now. So it's really just learning to know how to get to know your partner. And after I get that time with people, I'll feel so much more energized, I'll feel so much better, that'll make me want to just put more like into, okay, I've already had my time, let's have our time. You know what I mean? So it just really shows you how to really balance out everything within your relationship, so that you guys have more open topics to communicate, to be more open with each other without having to feel like you have to hide anything from each other, because that's not what a relationship's supposed to be. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. Honestly, I think it was just something really unique, and after taking that test and after talking about it, I've learned to just know how to be there more, just learn how to be more reserved, to learn to say it's okay to not be around so many people all the time, right? And then it also taught Jasper, like, okay, yeah, maybe we should go out, we should spend time with people, because there's just something about human connection that just drives me, but she does it because she cares, you know?
So I peeped the notes, and I want to learn more about this graduation story that you put on there, because listen, I was looking over the notes and I saw that there was some sort of story.
Yeah.
And here, let me tell you guys what it says. All right, so it says racism story. Now, I don't know what that the context is, and I'm very curious to know what happened. If you could just
so
shed
I'm
some
gonna
light
read
on
this
that.
article, right? I'm gonna read this article on USA Today.
Okay.
Right. So there's a video of a man pushing a black superintendent at his daughter's graduation, and it sparks racist claims.
Oh, you know
Yeah.
what? Now that you mention that, I think I saw that.
So I don't know if you saw this video right here. I'll probably send you the link to this so you can put it up. But this is him pushing that black superintendent away,
Yeah.
so that his daughter wouldn't shake her hand. And if you can see her face, there's just so much embarrassment in it. And he basically went up there and assaulted him. Like,
Now, I wonder why he did that. Because here's the thing. We can look at it and we can be like, oh, you know, black guy, white man, racism. But
right.
that doesn't always necessarily have to be the case.
Yeah.
What if there's something else going on behind the scenes?
Yeah,
But
we don't know.
yeah, there could be something else going on behind the scenes. But it's a lot easier to catch people's attention if you throw in race. You know, so that's,
Yeah, it just says here that there's been controversy in the school district in recent months. The school board president, Kevin Vodak, is facing a recall effort, with organizers saying he's misused taxpayer dollars by increasing salaries for Briggs and other district administrators. So there's just a lot of stuff going on with this school right now, or like within the district. And it just says here that it's not clear what motivated the incident, but it has prompted accusations of racism. No one should have to endure this type of gross and racist conduct. It's a very racist attack on the superintendent, says a journalist who is who does not represent the district that has met the superintendent. So I mean, it's just, if I was just saying, like, putting it out there, like, I think people were what is it? As much as we do want to talk about like the racist fact of it, it could possibly be racism. That we don't know. I'm not. You guys can put us on blast. Like, it's just solely what we see, right? And we don't know what's going on, because we are a generation that loves to fall under a lot of assumptions. And so the thing is that we also have to think about is just like, he just ruined this girl's moment, regardless.
yeah,
like,
no, absolutely.
I wouldn't want to go through my graduation having to look at my own like father like getting into something on stage when it's supposed to be my graduation.
That's definitely
I mean?
very embarrassing.
I think that was just such a selfish move to do, no matter what motives they were, right?
Yeah.
Why did it have to be done right at that moment when your daughter was about to graduate?
And it's one of those things that usually happen only once. You usually only graduate high school one time, and your dad just happened to mess that up for you because of some sort of reason. I really don't know why.
Yeah.
I really don't want to believe it's race, because it just seems like the most obvious thing. But it's like, he did that while it was being filmed, and he went on stage. It was just such a big thing.
Yeah.
So I think he's too bold for it to be a race thing.
It's just embarrassing, dude. Like, you're just in front of all your friends, you know, you want to be able to have just such a nice graduation ceremony. Like, you couldn't just hold it in.
Yeah. What's their name? Do you know her name?
No, I do not. It didn't say within the article. Maybe if I find another article, I could probably find the name. But it's just all over. Like, you know, it was in Wisconsin. A lot of people are just commenting on stuff like horrible dad, you know, and just it's just sad, man.
Man, if my dad did that to me, I would have been like, Papa, why?
Papa,
Why?
bakit?
Why, Papa?
Why you do that to me?
Why did you do this to me, Papa? How
Yeah,
could you?
it's just so sad, man. Like the guy's name is what is it? Matthew Eddy.
Matthew
Walked
Eddy.
on stage and moved Rainy Briggs away, preventing him from shaking hands with the teen. And it's just, I just hate, like, I'm not saying racism doesn't exist, because obviously it does, right? But the thing is, it's just like, it's just happening at this moment that's supposed to be special. That's supposed to be for his daughter. And it just breaks my heart to see that, man. Like, if you look at the fear on her face and, like, the embarrassment, it just, I don't know, it's just weird.
If she has social media, though, she probably got a lot of followers from that.
Dude.
Hey, man, I don't know who you are, but you better ride that wave. But no, in all seriousness, it is definitely a sad situation. But are they? Is anyone pressing charges? Do you know?
Not that I know of. All I see is that within the video he says, "That's my daughter." The man is heard saying on the video, "I don't want her touching him."
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
All right, so that adds a little bit more context, but still at the same time we don't know. So I don't know, man. It would suck to be in that situation. I'm really sorry for, I don't know your name, but that really sucks. But hey, man,
Yeah. It says that
it'll
the
be a
school
funny
district-
story later.
It just says that the school district has come under fire in the past for incidents involving racial harassment and discrimination.
Okay.
So there's history there.
I wonder if the father and the teacher have some sort of like bad relationship.
Maybe, like we said, we can't necessarily we weren't there.
Yeah,
We don't know
exactly.
what's going on. I just feel like it's just something that should be mentioned because it's like it's not just a story of what could be possible racism, but like there's a right time and a wrong time to do things, right?
Yeah.
And I would never want to do that at my daughter's graduation. This is her moment. This is something that she's worked really hard to get to.
Yeah.
And I'm ruining it because this is what they live for. They want to go to the graduation. They want to be able to be all around their friends, being able to be in that special moment to where they can say, yes, guys, we've made it. And, like we said, we don't know what the daughter's situation was. You know what I mean? Maybe she had to work really, really hard to get to where that graduation was to be for it to be ruined. And, I don't, like we said, I can't really put that much on it. I don't want to call it racism, but it could possibly be. And it just sucks for it to come to that, like it's embarrassing. It's pathetic. I think it's just such a downgrading and it's like, it's just horrible.
Has your mom ever embarrassed you?
Has my mom ever embarrassed me?
Yeah.
Yeah, but all out of care.
Oh,
I mean,
think
I don't.
it's too loud now.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. I think it's peaking.
My bad. Yeah, I don't think. I think she meant it out of love. I think she meant it out of care. Because there was this one time I got injured at a soccer game, and injuries in sports happen.
Yeah.
But she was just so worried to the point where she ran down to the pitch and she said, "That's my son. That's my son. No, don't. I hope he's okay." Like she ran down the pitch to go next to me. Like, "Mom, get off the pitch. Like this happens, dude."
Wait, say that again, but say like how your mom would actually say it in like a film.
"That's my son. That's my son. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I gotta make sure he's okay." And I'm like, bro, dude, mom,
Yo,
injuries happen, dude.
Mom, you're making me look lame.
The least you can do is just wait for me on the sideline,
Yeah,
run
Mom.
on the actual. There's a soccer game going on, but I get it. She did it all out of love, all out of care. But at the end of the day, it's like,
Yeah, I get that. I'm trying to think of moments where my mom has embarrassed me, and man, there are just so many.
I thought it was gonna come down to a point to where it's like, I don't know, I really just can't think of a time where she embarrassed me. Like, no, there's just so many.
No, absolutely not. If you know my mom has a very big personality, and I think if she was younger and she was more in tune into the technology that we have with social media, she would absolutely be an influencer without a doubt. My mom, all right, so one of the things that she does is she likes to go on Facebook and go on lives, and every single time we have some sort of like family gathering, whether it be Christmas or Thanksgiving or I don't know, anything like that, she'll always go on Facebook Live. She'll spend a good 10 seconds staring at the camera because for some reason a lot of
She'll go on live.
Yeah, she'll go on live, Facebook Live, no, yeah, it's either live or she will just record a video to put on Facebook. One of those. And I never really watch them. Sorry, Mom, if you're watching this, but I don't really watch them because I'm always there.
Yeah.
But she'll spend like a good 10 seconds looking at the camera. I'm not really sure if she's trying to make sure that it's on or if it's recording, but she'll just stare at it and then she'll start talking like, hello everyone,
In the beninging.
child of God. Today is a good day. As you can see me, and then she like point the camera at like the food.
She'll do that.
So yeah, she'll point it at like the food and be like, look at the amazing food that my children have made for me for Thanksgiving. You see, God, without God, we would not have anything. Okay. So
God.
if you are listening to this or you are watching this video right now, I just pray that everything that you want, you will have in the name of Jesus. And just if you can just see the beautiful mac and cheese that my daughter Gina, she has made. Chai, it's so good. My children are so beautiful. And she'll just go on and on. Oh my gosh, did I just...
I was saying the word camera, bro. And you did it.
Sorry, I'm just so...
Bro, you were way too into like impersonating your mom, dog.
Bro,
like,
man, like
I just let you do it, dog.
She loves to talk,
in the name
man.
of Jesus.
And she just... And she,
yes, God.
And I just... I see like some of my friends who will comment or like the video.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh man, my friend had to see that video. And it's funny because Princess says it all the time. Like, I love seeing the videos that your mom posts on Facebook. I'm just like, man, listen, don't watch those. Unfollow her or something. Like,
I'm gonna follow her now and I'm gonna watch them.
There was a moment in time when she followed a whole bunch of my friends, and I don't know why, but she's embarrassed me in many ways.
Well, the thing is though, is that like, was she really embarrassing you, or was that just you just thought it was embarrassing?
I mean, it was embarrassing, but she's not doing it on purpose, of course. She's just being her, and I love her, but it's just that like, I don't know, I can't really explain it, but it's like when you look at it or when you watch the video, it's like, man, there are just a whole bunch of things that are wrong. Like the angle of the camera is too close to your face.
Oh, Jesus.
You just like, you don't know how to turn the camera around, so you're like tapping. Chijoke, how do you turn this camera on?
Is that what she calls you by your middle name?
Yeah, no one in my family calls me James. That's weird.
Really?
Absolutely.
So even your siblings called you Chijoke?
Yeah, they don't call me James. No,
really?
No one in my family calls me James. James is like, if you call me James, you're weird for that. My dad, I don't, you know what? I can't tell you the first or last time my mom or my dad called me by my first name.
Well, even your siblings.
No.
They don't call you James.
No.
That is crazy.
No.
No. Yo, Chijoke.
No one called me. I mean, yeah. They'll be like, hey yo, where's Chijoke at?
Wow. And what do you call do you call Johnny?
I never called Johnny.
What's his?
Chukuka. So John, all right, listen, I'm gonna just go through a whole breakdown, and you guys probably won't give a f- about this, but my oldest brother Gabriel, his name is Chibuza. Okay, Chibuza. My sister Stephanie, her name is Oninya. My mom sometimes call her Oninya Chuku. Michael, his name is Chinadum. Sometimes my mom calls him Doom Doom. Me, I'm Chijoke. Everyone calls me Chijoke. And my little brother John, but people call him Johnny. I call him John, but I also call him Chukuka because Chukuka is his name, but for short we call him Chuka. So it's Chibuza, Oninya, Chinadum, Chijoke, and Chuka.
So
Chukuka.
y'all just say that, but like normally though. Like on a date, like if you see each other on a daily basis, you don't call each other by their first names at all.
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
It's our name, bro.
That's crazy.
So that's why it's like, if you ever call me by my middle name and you're not my family, well, first off, if you ever call me by my middle name, the speed that my neck will turn.
So like if you
to respond to that, like who the hell just called me by that? That's such a forbidden thing. It's so
unless
weird.
unless you're like Ekamizi blood.
Unless you are in my family, like it's weird for you to call me that.
Wow. So if I just like randomly went up to you one day, I was like, hey, yo, Chijoke.
I'll be like, yeah, my name is James.
Yeah, dude, the name's Jamal. Get the fuck out of here.
Yo, oh, you know what? That actually brings me to another thing. My mom gets so excited for my own graduation when they called out my name. My mom was so excited. She didn't even say James.
Praise the Lord.
No, like she didn't say James. She didn't say Chichoke. She said Jacob. She was so excited that she yelled Jacob. but then she fixed it with my middle name. So she was like Jacob Chichoke. I'm like
Chichoke.
I didn't hear it when I was on stage, but when I watched the video,
That's lit,
I'm like,
though.
yo, mom, where did you get Jacob from, bro?
I think that's the same thing as like Filipino nicknames, right? Because when you grow up, you always grow up with like a Filipino nickname.
My mom has never called me Jacob before. I think she was just excited, and that's just the noise that came out of her mouth.
Or maybe she was saying, yes, God.
Nah, she said Jacob, bro. I'm gonna watch that video, and I'm gonna tell you, it's Jacob.
You gotta put it up or no?
Nah, that's I can't share everything. That's for me. You can imagine it. There you go. Here, I'll draw a picture right there. Boom. And this is my mom saying Jacob, and there you go. That's all you get.
I think growing up as like a Filipino, you always have like a Filipino nickname.
Okay.
So you don't grow up like nobody growing up like called me Carl unless I was in trouble. Like if I was in trouble, my mom would be like Carpalo. I'm like, oh shit. Like, Carpalo. But if they call me by like my nickname growing up was Kimpoy.
Kimpoy, why is that Kimpoy?
I don't know.
Sounds like,
really don't know. They just come up with this shit. Like Jasper's nickname was Japoy.
It sounds like Kimbap.
What?
Sounds like Kimbap.
Kimbap, like Kids Bop.
No, just Kimbap.
Kimbap?
Yeah, Kimbap. You never had Kimbap?
No, what the fuck is that?
You ever had Kimbap? It's Korean.
I may have, but I probably just don't know the name.
Oh, it's like the closest thing that I can relate it to is like sushi, but it's not sushi. It's like kimbap. It's
I gotta try that out.
It's good.
We always eat Korean stuff, dude. So I feel like I probably did eat it. I just didn't know the name of it because it's like I just say just Korean barbecue. Like I don't specifically say I had prime brisket, or I don't specifically say like. Well, I would say like bulgogi, but that's like the basic stuff.
I mean, yeah, that's all Korean barbecue though.
Yeah, bro.
You gotta go to Annandale and try some things out.
Oh, bro, dude, I need to go out and like eat more. I want to go out and like enjoy some really good food out there, bro.
Man, you got to.
Yeah, but like me growing up like Filipino, there was always like Filipino names, and there's the common Filipino names like JC, RJ, CJR.
A lot of J's.
Yeah, bro, there's a lot of J's. I don't know why.
CJ, RJ, AJ, DJ, OJ Simpson.
Simpson?
Burr.
What is that? What was that?
MJ. What is that?
The One Piece Live?
Oh man, they had so many.
I
Oh wait, I'm trying to remember the one that bugged me the most. I can't remember it, but you guys got to check out episode 31 for those references.
Yeah, you got to check out episode 31, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy how deep in episodes we are in this podcast episode, or like this podcast journey, bro.
You know, you want to kind of like talk about that? This is a very like a 3 a.m. conversation. Like we're very chill, and I think that it'll be kind of interesting to kind of just do like do like a little recap of how the podcast has been. What do you?
Yeah, let's use this podcast time as like a reflection time.
Yeah, let's do it.
Like, well, we're never gonna stop mentioning the story how it came about. Like, it was just so random. Which I truly believe that people should try this more often. Like, the thing is, right? Even though we're trying to get out there and podcast, I don't try to put anyone in a position to where it'd be like, no, don't start a podcast because we have a podcast. And we don't see it as like a thing to where it's like our podcast is better than yours. Like, no, this platform is for everyone. Speak your mind. Like, talk about your ideas. And just like use this as a platform and as like an outlet to just talk. Because a lot of people just don't want to go about their days talking, and they don't want to. I think without communication and without talking, like, we wouldn't get anywhere in life. The most important decisions in life are made through communication, and it's like you just have to do it, you know. So especially just enjoying moments of like just talking to your best friend, like, and a lot of people, we just go through them saying like, oh, I want to start a podcast, and never do it. Like James and I are 31 episodes deep, you know what I mean? Well, after posting this, we'll be 34 episodes deep.
Bet you didn't see that coming. Neither did we.
We didn't, bro.
No.
Like, But the thing is, though, I don't think you and I had the mentality of this ever stopping.
No.
You know, it was always just like, yeah, we're gonna make more episodes.
We're just like, hey, are we gonna meet? I guess so.
Yeah, I think we're meeting. And you know, the thing is, like, this is just the most like chill thing we do. Is just like, yeah. I mean, given. Okay, I will talk about this, right? Because I think it's a very open thing, and like, you know, at the end of the day, we do talk for the viewers. We do want you to know that we listen to what you say. But at the end of the day, this is our podcast. That's solely our opinion. That's solely what we think. Like, we use this as a platform to talk.
Yeah. And,
you know, I'm not going to say that this podcasting was the easiest thing down the road. James and I are going to slip up. Like, we'll have some things that we don't do. And we have discussions about it. But then the thing about this, about the whole communication thing is, especially if you're boys, you're open. You know, there's some things that may frustrate you. There are things that could be done but are not getting done. But you speak and you talk about it. And if you're both open-minded and you want to get stuff done together, and you see that because this thing is your baby and you want to take care of it, you don't mind any of that. You don't mind that type of confrontation because it just has to be done. So, you know, obviously, James and I don't go through all sunshine and rainbows going through this podcast journey. Like, there's a lot of things we have to plan, a lot of things that we have to coordinate, just a lot of crazy stuff that you have to get done. But we love every second of it because we're doing it together, you know. And with the amount of, like, with the milestones that we get to, like, we never thought, well, we probably did think about it, but it's like, just see, you've been working so hard on everything to where it's like you're able to step back and be like, dude, we have 300 subscribers, which is crazy. And I told James to put it in this type of perspective to where it's like, yeah, 300 subscribers compared to all the millions of people that all these other people watch podcasts. But if you were to put 300 people in a room and we were on stage and they just listened to us talk, it's kind of nerve-wracking.
That's a lot of nuts. It's true. It's a lot of nuts. 300 nuts? Trying to hold 300 nuts in your hands. You can't. It's too many.
How do you know?
I tried it.
Whoa, yo.
Yeah, I've done it, bro. It's hard.
But yeah, I mean, reflecting on this whole podcast journey, it's just been such a great thing. You know what I mean? Just being a creative and just being able to have a platform to where you can speak and like talk your mind, and just like and it's an opportunity for me to just hang out with my boy that I don't live next to anymore. It's been such a great time. It's been such a great thing.
I would definitely recommend anyone to start a podcast.
For sure.
And of course, it's not always going to be the easiest, and there may even be a point where you're tired of it, honestly. But then that just goes with anything. When anything is new, it's exciting, but over time sometimes things can dull out. You know, it's like when you have a new toy. It's great, you play with it, but then after you play with it for a while, you're like, okay, well, this is a cool toy, but there are other toys that I may want to play around with and try. Me.
No, sorry, I just wanted to say something real quick to where it's like, to start something is the easy part, right? But to maintain it is where the challenge is going to come.
Oh yeah.
You know how many businesses start and then also fail? As many as started. Like, it's really easy to start something. It's, as you mentioned, I don't have to repeat it, but it's true. I absolutely believe that that's true. And just thinking that right now, while we're talking right now, we officially have 31 episodes that are released both on Spotify and YouTube. And considering how much time goes into everything when it comes to filming the episode, to editing the episode, to, you know, just maintaining the social media accounts, responding to people, just for a little bit of context, each episode I edit can go between 4 to I'll just round it up and say maybe 5 hours to edit. And you're probably thinking, how could it take 5 hours for you to edit? Well, if you really care about something, you're going to put your all into it. Facts.
And so, considering that the podcast is something that I'm really passionate and interested in, I'm going to put a lot of my time into, and that's what I do. And that's how you guys are able to get this super amazing high quality content, even though our audio is probably shit sometimes. But if you just do the math, with just thinking about editing 5 hours, we have 31 episodes. That's like 155 hours of
Yeah.
work. And that's not including shooting the episodes, planning, having meetings. It's just, there's so much into it. So when you really think about it, Carl, we've put in over 200 hours into this podcast.
Jeez.
How many days is 200 hours? What's 24? I'm gonna look this up. I'm not good at math. This is just an estimate. 8 days. So imagine us just sitting down and just like grinding for 8 days. No eating, no shitting.
Yeah, I don't think we gotta take it too far like that. We've ate and we've shit.
Oh, bro, you've been shitting this whole time. Bro, I've been had to go since episode 3.
Oh man,
But,
and the whole vibe changed as well. I remember watching our first episode, dude, and we were just geeking too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, you talked a lot louder than the way that you talk right now.
Bro, have you not seen like our most recent episode with Justin and Ariel? Bro, we're screaming.
No. But I'm saying like, it just sounded different. You know, it's like we didn't know what to do. Like, we were just like, yo, we have a podcast.
Yeah. In the beginning, honestly, we were just excited about the fact that we have this platform, and now we're at the point where it's like, man, it's still really cool to have it, but I mean, I'm still excited about it. Really, it's just now it's like, okay, we have it. Like, it's no longer a new shiny toy. This is our baby.
Yeah, you gotta take care of it, brother.
Yeah.
And then it's like, for example, right? And I'm not saying this like we don't care, because we still truly care, and we're so like honored and blessed to have the support.
Nah.
Like, I'm gonna mention it again, freaking JK News, bro.
Yeah.
Like, growing up, childhood heroes, and watching them and them following the podcast, and then now when we get a like and we get like you guys commenting on our stuff, it's like, this is something that's happened before. Like, we've gotten likes from you guys, we've gotten comments from you guys, but it's not much of like, the first time was starstruck, the second time is just, we're blessed. You know what I mean? Like, all the other times that it comes up, we're just super blessed to have you guys' support.
Yeah.
Like, it's something that I never thought would happen. I just remember being in middle school, just geeking over your guys' videos, and now it's like we're able to talk with you. We're able to like ask for advice. Like, it's just so crazy how life comes full circle if you just continue to put in that consistency and work really hard. And don't even get us started on reels, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like, James just recently showed me how to make reels, like, through and it takes up your time.
Yeah.
It takes up your time, dog.
Yeah,
and he's a fucking real one for that shit. And we're putting he's a real one. Yeah, see? It takes a lot of time to be putting those out, and we put them out every day. Like, it takes time to do these kind of things, but if you find yourself within that consistency and that drive, and if you find a partner to do it with that you can really like put your trust in and that you can like rely on, and will always like have that same drive to just want to be able to put more content out, it makes everything work.
I mean, it is a lot of work, but it's also something that I really enjoy doing. I like editing, and for the sake of the podcast, which is something else that I'm also very interested in, it's just like, I don't know, it's part of my daily routine now. Like, after doing it almost every single day for 6 months, it becomes habit. And now it's weird. I can't go throughout the day without going on our YouTube, our Instagram, all of our analytics, looking at comments, looking at likes, posting on the story. And I don't really feel like we're overworked. Like, yeah, we have other things going on in life. You're getting ready for a wedding, but we still have to take the time to fit this in, and we do. And
we do.
Because of that, I just want to say that I know that we've said this so many times, but I just want to say thank you so much for listening to the podcast, and thank you for commenting, for sharing, for telling us, that you giving us feedback, whether it's good, whether it's bad, because that means that you're listening. We put a lot of work into it, and just the fact that I mean, I don't really care if people talk about my list for how dark I am. Honestly, I think it's amazing. I think it's hilarious.
Or if people say that I lie about my story. Have you seen that comment?
I saw that comment, yeah.
I'm like, excuse me? I'm not giving you the time of day, bro. I know what I went through, dog. But yeah, I mean, even if it was the bad ones, we still got your attention.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, hey,
you know, and it's crazy, man. So I definitely like second that. I really appreciate you guys for like your support and all the things that you've been saying to us, and even not just any like random person, even like our friends who listen to the podcast, watch it in their cars, watching it. Like, shout out to Princess for always putting us up on the big TV in your living room, bro.
Shout out Princess.
You know what I'm saying,
shout out
bro?
Kyle.
Yes, dog. And it's just such a it's an honor. It really is an honor, and it's such a true blessing for us to be able to be a part of your lives and to just know what to do every Friday is to tune in. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Shout out to all of our guests who made it to the podcast.
They're
honestly,
great.
You guys, learning from you guys and hearing your stories.
Yes, dude.
Honestly, really great. You know, I would go and try to shout you guys all out individually, but knowing me, I'm gonna miss someone, and I don't want to do that to you, so I'm just not gonna do that.
So we're just fully putting it out there. Thank you guys so much for all your support. But yeah, man, this podcast journey has been great. I continue, and we have a whole lot of stuff to share.
Oh yeah,
We have a whole lot of stuff to share. We got some amazing news coming up, and we're gonna be posting it on our Instagram, and we're super excited for it. Like such a blessing.
guys,
But
we're really just getting started.
we're really just getting started, brother. We're gonna keep it going here.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
All right, I just want to do a little bit of a shout out, but shout out to my boy Vincent Tan. Vincent, you know who you are. If you guys don't know who Vincent is, make sure you buy him a cookie or a cupcake, or buy him some protein, because he be getting them gains. But I just want to shout out Vincent because he sent me a DM, and it was a response to the flyer that we put out for the episode that dropped yesterday. And he said, I just want to say I look forward to doing cardio because I get to listen to these. Thank you so much for your service.
Oh, yikes, bro.
And
That's
with
lit.
that, yeah, and honestly, man, I mean, thank you for listening. I can't imagine. I'm so sorry if we blow out your ears by us yelling and destroying our audio, because we scream and yell.
We scream. We laugh really freaking loud, dude.
I'm not really sure what the solution to that is. Should we? I'm not sure if it's just mic quality or if it's just we just need to lower the audio down so then when I'm.
No, I think we just need to know when to pull our mics away.
No, but I think that's too much work even then, because it's like we're never always going to remember that. There's going to be a lot of human error.
Well, then again, I think it's just lowering the mics and you can just like make everything louder post edit.
Yeah, I think that's probably
that's all
the
it
best
is.
way to do it.
Like we can hear ourselves if we're just talking like this or into the mic.
Yeah, and I know that a lot of people like to listen to podcasts when they're driving or when they're cooking or cleaning, and maybe you guys even like listening to podcasts when you're winding down, or maybe when you're trying to go to sleep, or maybe while you're sleeping. And I just wanted to say, if you guys really like the episodes where we're not screaming, for example, like this, let us know, because I think it's really dope to hear, oh yeah, man, I fall asleep to you guys' voices. I'm like, man, that's really...
I hope you do. I fall asleep
really
to the podcast all the time, bro. I'd be having it on the TV, bro, and I'm just like, oh, nice topic. Yeah, I remember when...
Yo, that's awesome. Recently, I've never fallen asleep to the podcast, but recently, this might sound a little... I don't know how this sounds, but I recently started falling asleep to episodes of Cheesy Machos. Is that weird?
No, I don't think so. It's like, that's the same way if I were to fall asleep to the Why Not podcast episodes.
I guess, yeah.
I mean,
It's just like
it's not weird.
I mean, we love our own content, and if we didn't enjoy our own content, I think that it would be...
doing this?
Yeah, why are we doing it? So, for anyone who enjoys making content, or if you've never tried it, try it. But if you're not enjoying your own content that you put out, then maybe you just shouldn't do it.
Frags. This reminds me of the episode that we were on a bed.
Oh yeah.
I missed that episode. That was such a funny... That episode has our most views on YouTube.
Really?
On our YouTube, TikTok. We have 23.4 thousand views on the roast that people did for us.
Yeah.
And that was when we were in the bed.
Maybe we should... You know what? We had a lot of ideas on different locations. I don't want to put it out.
I don't want to put it out.
You guys don't need to know.
No.
But we need to do those
For sure.
because Why not?
Yeah, I think just doing like 2 or 3 episodes a day just put me in like a chill vibe, man. Like I'm just laying here.
Yeah, man. At the 3rd episode, you're like, man, I'm chilling.
We just been using all of our energy today, boys and girls.
Honestly.
But hey, man, look, I just want to say thank you guys so much for the support that you've been giving this podcast. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and just be you, man. Thank you for doing everything that you guys do, and continue to support each other. Continue to love every single day. Tell somebody that you love them. Thank you for supporting the podcast and taking the time to actually watch these and just giving your full-blown support.
If you're having a tough day today, I just want to say that you're doing great. And if you feel like things are not going your way, if you're listening to this or watching this right now, that means that you woke up today. So
be grateful.
Something to be happy about.
Love you, Pookie. What type of? I don't think we should yell the year.
No, not this time.
Yeah.
Do you wanna just do like a very like a very like
mellow year?
Like a very baritone, or do you want to do like a little?
No, I'll just do like year.
Or just like a year.
Year.
Yeah, do you want to just like
year?
A year?
Okay, yeah, we can just let a simple year on this one,
and
I'll do 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Okay, ready? And 3, 2, 1. Year. Good night, everybody.
Good night, John.
Mwah.
Or good morning, whenever you're listening to it.
Thank you guys for your support. We just love you. I can go to sleep just loving y'all.
Yeah, me too.
Mwah.
Love you guys. The outro will be something calmer. Maybe some lo-fi. I'd be blasting BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy.
They not like us. They not like us. They not. Okay. Kendrick, you roasted Drake. Love you.
Love y'all.